Wake up.
What are these dishes doing on my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from a sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just stop me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Michigan State Spartans. For the right to play for a national... Championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10, Florida. Up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Ellington. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Ellington. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys. Going, moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And this is picked up by the defense. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, do I ever.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Off play action. Here's White. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
He's over there. He's over there.
75 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Now he'll let it go. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be on just a yard or two shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Reader Daly, 27 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, wow. Bullshit.
And he goes down.
Nah, that shit, y'all want to bullshit now, right? Nah, that shit fucking bad.
The quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone.
That bullshit with them about doing that shit.
It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 9. White, that's taken in by the tight end Perkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A strong run.
Thank you. I'm out.
Now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And both things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, it's White.
Oh, shit.
And this one is incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's White. He checks it down here to Allington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
The Gators now with a 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
With the scores, Spartans 21, Gators 7.
On 1st down, Jennings. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Oh!
Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a wise throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zelante Jones, 54 yards. And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
The offense will line up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly
How about that?
So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now White with a first down throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Ellington. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. He's brought down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the second quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with it.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on first down. It's Jennings. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. White drops it off in the flat to Jennings. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Smith catches left side. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now White. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack on first down, White, throw left side complete. That's Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He's going to go deep for Beasley, and that will be incomplete.
The deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Florida's punter is out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try to add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, White. Under pressure, and down he goes.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Spartans 46, Gators 7.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Able to spin free. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 37. Big time run there by Anderson. 41 yards on the ground.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ah, shit, what happened?
On the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Here's the option. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. An extra point attempt here still to come. And all he takes off with it is a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, White. And it's caught by Beasley. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's White. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the the sack. They'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the ground, Ellington. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's White, throwing on 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Michigan State out for another drive. It's certainly starting to look like they're going to be in the national title game next week as they begin here 1st and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score a touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, 75 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in it. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. When I looked out, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
That was going to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he will score a touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, 54 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6th. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. He will not make it to the goal line. As his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that brain. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run forward for the catch.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down. White. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, 72 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats. Essentially, and all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, here's the Spartans kick team to send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
White now. Third down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Florida's punter is out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented it. And that's been a real issue for him during this game.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is. As soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level.
And all he takes off with it is a fake. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, White. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. Big connection on that one. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. What a great start for this junior quarterback as they get the victory here in the College Football Kickoff Classic.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. It wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already? Now I have to deal with you?
I know you're upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
Alright, we got this hopper right here. And then we pay the hockey. We pay hockey. Zet there. That's
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game.